What is a true test of strength? Is it a 1 rep max on bench? Is it the largest amount of weight that somebody can put up on a deadlift? No. It's always been arm wrestling. The pure vigor and confidence that courses through everybody's veins as soon as their elbow touches that table, and they want nothing more than to utterly dominate whoever they're competing against on that arm wrestling match. It's a primal rage. But it's dangerous, and it's hard. And sometimes that primal rage and confidence is just not enough to get somebody who's stronger, bigger, more powerful than you. So today, I'm going to teach all of you how a skinny guy like me has been able to compete against actually stronger, heavier, but less technically involved arm wrestlers. I've spent the last couple of months studying the art of professional arm wrestling, and I'm here to relay all of that knowledge by going over the simple techniques, top rolling and hooking, a little bit of safety, and then finally go over some exercises that can really make it effective for you to be able to train to your heart's content and win your matches. So here we have my little sister, who is much stronger than me and will win this easily because I'm going to teach her all the technique. So we first put down onto the table, we have 2 methods that we could go with. A top roll, which is where you grip high and pull yourself towards your chest. When you do that, you take advantage of the strength of your bicep relative to the strength of their shoulder. Because naturally, the idea in arm wrestling is get to the side to pin, like this. So when I pull back with this back pressure, when I pull back, put a little resistance on. When I just pull back, you can go as hard as you want to the side. If we switch and you now do that, I can go as hard as I want to the side. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there. So that is one very technically advantageous ability. The alternative for very strong people out there, if you think you're going to win and you're really confident, you're going to go in, sink into a hook, which is the opposite of a top roll. Top roll pulls out like this. Hook goes down in. You use that shoulder to commit and press instead. So with these 2 methods, you have basically the entire beginning arsenal to be able to compete against somebody. So how you achieve this when you're coming down, I'm going to pretend to be a standard non-technical arm wrestler that's never done it professionally before. I grip and I grab. What she's going to do is make sure her wrist is raised up as high as possible, climbing my hand, climbing, cupping in a little bit, and pronating inwards. Now you can see mechanically, my wrist has no ability to push back. But mechanically for her, she's just tugging me in. She can just stay here. I lost 2 minutes ago. There was no winning here. I go... and I lose. Which comes to our next point of safety. A properly executed top roll is an impeccable move. However, it can break people's arms if they don't know what they're doing. I watch my hand the entire time that I arm wrestle. Because if not, I can get my arm outside my shoulder. And right here, if my arm is outside like this, if you press right here on my wrist with 15 pounds of force, this entire bone will snap. It's very, very weak. Very, very weak. So what we do to avoid that is have both of our eyes locked onto our hands the whole time. It doesn't matter if you're top rolling, pulling up, hooking, going down and inside. As long as you have your eyes locked on your hands, you should be safe. And then finally, we're going to get into the exercises. So as I mentioned, you have the rise, which is this muscle up here. You have the cup, which is coming in like this. And you have the roll. And having these 3 together, if you just slap on some resistance bands, rise like this, 50 to 100 reps, roll around your thumb, put the resistance band, pull this way, roll 50 to 100 reps, and pull out with a resistance band, cup in 50 to 100 reps. Your forearm's going to get an insane pump, as demonstrated by Devin Larratt, the world's #1 super heavyweight world champion. current reigning world champion, you're going to get a ridiculous pump. You're going to be way stronger on the table. And when you come down and you're ready, that confidence is going to mean nothing. Their confidence is going to mean nothing, because when you grip up, you're going to have technique. And you're going to take their hand and you're going to take their wrist and you're just going to flatten them. It's that simple.